Once upon a time, in a cozy village where snowflakes danced in the chilly air, there was a kind man named Nicholas. He lived in a small house filled with warmth and love. Nicholas loved to make people smile, especially children. Every winter, he would gather sweets and toys, wrapping them with care, and secretly deliver them to children who didn't have many gifts. His laughter was as jolly as the twinkling stars in the sky. One frosty evening, as Nicholas was making his usual rounds, something magical happened. The snow sparkled brighter, and a group of playful elves appeared before him. "We've seen your kind heart, Nicholas," they chimed, their tiny voices full of joy. "You spread happiness wherever you go. Join us at the North Pole and bring joy to all children around the world." Nicholas blinked in wonder. But how? The elves giggled and led him through a whirlwind of snowflakes to a magical workshop where toys of every shape and color filled the air with wonder. They taught Nicholas how to make toys, and together they worked tirelessly, crafting gifts for children everywhere. With each passing year, Nicholas's heart grew merrier, and his kindness shone brighter than the stars. The elves, impressed by his spirit, crowned him Santa Claus, the bringer of joy and happiness. On a magical sleigh led by reindeer with bells that jingled, Santa soared across the world, delivering gifts to every good-hearted child on Christmas Eve. And so, children, Santa Claus became the symbol of love and generosity, spreading cheer to all because of his kind and giving heart. Remember, the magic of Christmas lives in each of us, in the joy we share and the kindness we show. Now, snuggle under your cozy blankets and let dreams of snowy wonderlands and twinkling lights fill your sleep. Merry Christmas, and may your dreams be merry and bright. Good night. Once upon a time, in a cozy house nestled snugly in a town far away, there lived a family getting ready for a special night. It was Christmas Eve. The stars twinkled brightly in the sky, and the air felt chilly and crisp. In this house lived a boy named Timmy, who was all wrapped up in his warm blankets, waiting for sleep to visit him. His eyes were filled with excitement because he knew that tonight was the night when something magical could happen. As Timmy snuggled deeper into his soft bed, his mom sat beside him, ready to tell him a special bedtime story. She started softly, "Timmy, have you heard the tale of the night before Christmas?" Timmy shook his head, eager to know what it was about. His mom began to weave a story filled with wonder and joy. She spoke of a jolly man in a red suit, Santa Claus, who had a sleigh pulled by reindeer. On this special night, he traveled across the sky, visiting every house to bring gifts to children who had been good all year long. He lands on rooftops with a jingle and a cheer, slides down chimneys with gifts, and tiptoes around, leaving presents under the twinkling Christmas tree, his mom whispered. Timmy's eyes widened with amazement as he imagined Santa and his reindeer flying through the night, spreading happiness and joy to everyone. His mom's voice was soothing, almost like a lullaby, as she continued the story. Santa leaves gifts and eats cookies left out for him. Then, with a twinkle in his eye, up the chimney he goes, ready for the next house. Timmy's eyelids grew heavier with each word, feeling the magic of Christmas weaving its way into his dreams. His mom smiled gently, seeing him drift closer to sleep. And as you close your eyes, remember, Santa's magic fills the air. So, have a peaceful sleep, dear Timmy, for tomorrow brings smiles and joy, just like the story of the night before Christmas. With a final goodnight kiss, Timmy snuggled deep into his blankets, feeling warm and content. As his mom tiptoed out of the room, Timmy drifted off to sleep, dreaming of Santa, reindeer, and a magical Christmas night. And so, in that quiet house, nestled in a town far away, the tale of Christmas Eve softly guided Timmy into a peaceful slumber, wrapped in the enchantment of the holiday season. Once upon a time, in a snug little town nestled in a snowy valley, there lived a Grinch. Now, this Grinch wasn't like the jolly folks around him. No, sir, he was grumpy and green, living high on a mountain, far away from the cheer of Whoville. Every year, when Christmas drew near, the Grinch felt something sour stirring inside. He didn't like the carols, the laughter, or the Who's singing and dancing below. Christmas, he grumbled, is noisy and bright. Up in his chilly cave, the Grinch hatched a sneaky plan. I'll take away Christmas, he decided with a mischievous grin. So, on Christmas Eve, when the stars twinkled and the snowflakes danced, the Grinch set out to steal the holiday. Down the slopes he crept, his heart thumping loud in the quiet night. With a sack on his back and a sly, silent tiptoe, he snatched stockings and trees, presents and treats, with a mean little laugh that echoed in the breeze. But as he swiped and swiped, something unexpected began to unfold. It wasn't the presents or the trimmings that made Christmas, he found. It was the warmth of love, the joy in hearts, and the Who's all together, even without their shiny parts. Through the Grinch's small heart, something started to glow. A feeling so fuzzy, it made his heart grow and grow. He stood there, the stolen things piled high, and realized Christmas was much more than what caught the eye. So, with a skip in his step and a twinkle in his eye, the Grinch rushed back to Whoville, oh so spry. He returned everything he had taken away, and in that moment, his heart swelled with light. Hooray! As the sun rose on Christmas morn, the Grinch, once a grumpy soul, joined hands with the Who's, feeling joyfully whole. And up on the hill, from his cozy cave, snug and tight, the Grinch whispered softly, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Now, my dear, it's time for sleep. I know you're feeling sleepy now, your eyes slowly closing as dreams start to stir. Let the magic of Christmas fill your dreams, wrapping you in warmth and cheer. Close your eyes and drift away, for in dreamland, joy and wonder will stay. Good night, my dear one. Sleep tight, and Merry Christmas.
Once upon a time, in a town blanketed by snow, there was a boy named Jack. Jack loved the magic of Christmas, especially the stories about the Polar Express. As the stars twinkled high above and the moon smiled down on the snow-covered roofs, Jack snuggled under his soft, warm blankets. He closed his eyes, waiting for sleep to whisk him away to dreamland. But before sleep came, Jack's mom sat beside him, ready to share a special bedtime story. She whispered in a voice as gentle as a snowflake, Jack, have you heard the tale of the Polar Express? Jack shook his head, eager for the story to begin. His mom smiled and started to tell him about a magical train that arrives on Christmas Eve, its steam billowing and its whistle singing a merry tune. This train, Jack, is the Polar Express. It's special because it travels all the way to the North Pole, where Santa Claus lives," she murmured. Jack's eyes sparkled with wonder as his mom described the train's adventure. She told him about the boy who boarded the train and his incredible journey to the North Pole, where he met Santa Claus himself. The train chugged through snowy forests and over icy rivers, the scenery outside the windows shimmering like a winter wonderland, his mom whispered. She spoke of the train's cozy interior, filled with laughter, hot cocoa, and the sound of jingle bells. Jack imagined himself on board, feeling the excitement and joy of the adventure. As the Polar Express reached the North Pole, Jack, the boy, met Santa and experienced the true magic of Christmas, his mom softly said. Jack's eyelids grew heavier, the story wrapping around him like a warm blanket. His mom's voice was soothing, lulling him closer to sleep. And as you drift off, remember, Jack, the magic of Christmas is always in your heart. So, have sweet dreams, dear one, filled with the enchantment of the Polar Express. With a gentle goodnight, Jack's mom kissed his forehead, and Jack snuggled deeper into his blankets. As she tiptoed out of the room, Jack sailed into dreamland, imagining himself aboard the Polar Express, traveling to a world of magic and wonder. And so, in that peaceful town beneath the stars, the story of the Polar Express softly guided Jack into a cozy, dream-filled slumber, wrapped in the warmth of Christmas and the promise of magical adventures. Once upon a time, in the cozy town of Evergreen Hollow, there lived a little boy named Jack. Jack loved Christmas more than anything in the world. The twinkling lights, the scent of pine, and the joyous laughter filled his heart with warmth. As Christmas drew near, Jack found it increasingly difficult to fall asleep. His excitement bubbled inside him like a pot of hot cocoa on the stove. Every night, he tossed and turned, trying to calm his racing thoughts. One chilly evening, as Jack lay in bed, staring at the ceiling adorned with glow in the dark stars, he heard a gentle knock on his window. Surprised, he peeked out to find a small, radiant star winking at him from the sky. "Hello, Jack," said the star with a twinkle. "I've come to help you find peaceful sleep before Christmas." Jack's eyes widened in amazement. "How can you help me sleep?" "I'll take you on a magical journey through the land of dreams," the star said, its light shimmering. "Close your eyes and let your imagination soar." Jack closed his eyes and, with the star's guidance, found himself floating on a soft cloud. Below him, a winter wonderland unfolded, thus blanketed in shimmering snow. They drifted over forests, adorned with glistening icicles, and through valleys where reindeer pranced in the moonlight. "Look, Jack," the star whispered, "do you see that cozy cottage nestled in the woods?" Jack nodded, marveling at the quaint cottage glowing with the warm light of a fireplace. "That's the Sleepy Hollow Inn," said the star, "a place where dreams are nurtured and sleep finds its way to restless souls." The cloud gently descended, and Jack stepped into the inn. The air was filled with the scent of freshly baked gingerbread and the soft hum of lullabies. He wandered through rooms adorned with twinkling lights, each one offering a different, soothing melody. In one room, a gentle breeze carried the hushed whispers of the night. In another, a symphony of crickets lulled him into tranquility. Everywhere he looked, there were soft pillows, fluffy blankets, and the promise of sweet dreams. As Jack explored, he felt his eyelids grow heavy, The star smiled warmly. "It's time to drift off to sleep, Jack. Let the magic of this place wrap you in comfort." Jack crawled into a cozy bed adorned with stars and moons. He felt a sense of peace wash over him as he snuggled under the soft covers. The star hovered above him, casting a gentle glow that filled the room with a serene light.